continued to reverberate today.
I'm not a sweary person. That's not in my nature, but I'm taking a stand.
But not everyone liked it.
Excuse me, I don't use foul language in Parliament.
I think it's very odd, you know. I would hope that his criticism would be of the misogyny that was...
What about his criticism of the policy? I would actually hope his criticism would be of the
freeze frame.
Like the freeze frame. Anyone want to take a screenshot right now for the freeze frame? They can use that for your ringtones when Brooke calls you. I would hope that his he would actually be critical of the law that they've just rammed through.
hurled at female cabinet ministers.
Labor was eating its words over its use of the Andrea Vance stuff column.
I think us quoting from it contributed to a distraction that took the issue away from where it needs to be, which is the plight of low-paid women who are simply asking to be paid fairly. Like I said, I think we made a mistake there.
A statement from staff says this is not the first time our editors have allowed the use of this word, and it was acceptable in the context of this column.
I took a mirror to Labor to show them.
I took a mirror to Labor. Sorry, who called her that? I took a mirror to Labor. Sorry, Brooke, can we just check who used the word that has offended you so much about Nicola Willis and her squad? Who used that word? We'll just check, because apparently she took a mirror to Labor.
Was acceptable in the context of this column.
I took a mirror to Labor to show them the double standard.
I've said to her, understand this, that all those scars that you've got on your back now, they will make you stronger.
The rough and tumble of Parliament in full swing.
Yeah, there you go, Chewie. But, you know, if there's nothing else we can remember, it's going to be this.
Mr. Speaker, I'm a strong woman and I can speak for myself.
Yeah, so there you go. So they're the three stories anyway. And look, Chewie, we're 5 to 10. We've done one video. But there's
I do want to clarify what I said about Trippy's comment and that sort of thing, because it was mostly good. It was, yep, this is a distraction. This is what we should be focusing on. The fact that these guys have ram-raided the paychecks of some of our lowest paid women. He could have edited in the most undemocratic fashion possible, by almost by stealth, like a ram raider in the night. He should not have, in my view, then apologized, because that is sorry, I did something wrong. No, my dude, you haven't. They've done something wrong by raiding those women's pay negotiations.
Yeah. And look, you're getting this debate going on. No one's lost any money. This is not about money. They haven't lost money. So, you know that potentially 17 billion, that was from someone doing some numbers in a column. But let's just say that those billions of dollars that the government has said we now have access to this, it's going to save in the billions. Who do you think those billions were going to go to?
No, they just magicked out of nowhere, mate, because they don't belong to anybody.
But they weren't. So those billions, and as I said, the government's already said it's in the billions of dollars, had been set aside for these women doing pay equity schemes. So that money was set aside for the women. So it was going to be given to those women, yet they haven't lost any money.
I'm going to start hanging around ATMs from now on, right? Because there's that brief moment where the person's put in all their details and requested money, and the machine spits out the money. And if I can grab it before they do, then the money's mine, but they haven't lost anything yet.
Possession is 9/10 of the law as well. So there you go. If it's in your hand. I don't think that's true, by the way. People always say that.
180,000 women have had all of this work taken away from them.
Yep.
Okay? And that's because the government can't balance its budget. It's got a massive big hole in it. That's why they've done this in this most bullshit way that they could manage. And the reason they can't balance their budget, after taking money away from these women, after disestablishing thousands and thousands of public sector roles, is because the first cab out of the rank, they gave property owning class a massive tax break that is lost income for the government. Because that was the promise that they made. Every other promise they made in the election campaign, they have been fine with walking away with it, downgrading it, going, hey, maybe not this time, we've got to be realistic, you've got to tighten our belts. But they threw away billions and billions and billions of dollars to their mates who have enough cash to have more than one property.
Yep. And as we said the other night, they might have got away with it, because if you let's say let's just think about your money. You've got $1,000 in your bank and you want to buy something shiny, and you realize, that's my emergency fund, but I'm going to buy something shiny. So you buy something shiny, so in your emergency fund you've got zero, and then your car breaks down. If your car hadn't have broken down, it would have been okay taking your emergency fund down to zero, but if your car breaks down, you're screwed. These guys have taken the accounts down to zero by all those giveaways, and now they're going, events of the world, who could have seen it? But it is impacting us. Yeah, that's because you took our accounts down to zero, and now your car's broken down. But it's only a second-hand Corolla, so it shouldn't be that much to fix, Nikki.
And what's the thing in common here? Look at where they're taking the money from. Low-paid women, things that benefit Māori, the disability sector.
Yeah.
All of these things. Working families with young kids. Let's take money away from you. You've got to pay more for your kids now. And if you want some of that money back, you have to you have to keep all of your receipts. And it turns out we're not giving the money to anywhere near what we said we were going to. One of their big election promises. They are taking money from the people that have it least, and they are funneling it to the people that own the assets and have the cash. They have so much cash that they can do record-breaking donations to ACT, New Zealand First, and National. They're stoked. Everything is fine.
Yep.
Our grocery bills are going up at a record rate under this government, led by a man whose second, maybe third favourite saying is that he's working really hard and laser focused on the cost of living. What a bunch of bullshit from start to finish. And I will burn this place to the ground if we forget this by election time next year. Our job is to be fucking insufferable for the next 12 to 15 to 36 months. And not let people forget this laundry list of bullshit that have inflicted on us on such a rapid rate that is unheard of since the early 90s.
Yeah. Yep. All right. We're going to
just
go.
Checking. My mic's still working?
I couldn't hear a word you said, but that's fine.
Yeah, no, fair enough.